What is up, my Nakama? So my name is Daniel and I'm a current second year medical student, and I wanted to take you through a day of intermittent fasting and specifically talk about like what I eat and how I approach intermittent fasting. So as you can see in the morning, I usually start off with pour over coffees. It's a way to kind of get me awake, and it's kind of like a morning ritual that I've fallen into and that I really enjoy. And because coffee is a slight stimulant, it does suppress your appetite a little bit, but not really. But it does kind of curb me over until lunchtime. So my first meal is around noon, and right now it's about 9 a.m. So I'm gonna do a lot of my work, my Anki, my internship work, and then I will show you what I eat for lunch. And just to clarify, I fast from I eat, my feeding window is from 12 to 8 p.m. So I eat for like 8 hours of the day, and then I fast for 16 hours until the next meal. So I'll see you at lunchtime. Let's go. So I have an awesome lunch here, and something I've been recently trying to do is to limit my meat consumption to 1 time per day. I'm not vegan or vegetarian or anything, but I think we can all do our part to limit our environmental impact. And also it's just healthy, I think, to not eat as much meat as generally American society does. And I used to eat some form of meat for every single meal, but now I've been trying to only stick to meat for dinner because it is a main protein source for myself. And it's kind of an easy way to get protein, and I also like just enjoy all sorts of meat in general, like steaks, chicken, fish. So I won't completely cut it out of my life, but I'm definitely trying to make an effort to limit it and use alternative forms of protein sources like beans, eggs, you name it, protein powder, stuff like that. Okay, so for lunch, what we got here is kind of a mixture of lunch and breakfast because I do like breakfast foods a lot, so I try to incorporate them into my lunch. What we have here is protein pancakes. I believe they are from Kodiak Cakes. This is the double chocolate protein pancake mix. And as you saw, I put a little bit of espresso chocolate chips on them, and I drizzled a little bit of peanut butter powder. I've recently been using peanut butter powder instead of regular like Jiffy peanut butter because I am currently trying to lose weight, and I noticed that there's a lot of added sugars and fats in like Jiffy processed peanut butter, and powdered peanut butter is a little more healthy and natural, and it's literally just made with ground peanuts. There's not really that much added sugars or other weird ingredients that shouldn't be in peanut butter in the first place. So it's like about half the calories and half the fat of regular peanut butter. And it tastes really good too. So I've been using that recently. I'm also gonna add this raspberry preserve, which my dad got me through a care package. This is like a Russian version, and it's so good. It's called Varenyi. I love this stuff. I put it on crepes, pancakes, everything. Okay, and then for like the main portion of the meal, I have 2 boiled eggs. I have some of the Trader Joe's vegetarian chili with beans, and I also have a little bit of fried eggplant that I got from another care package that my dad sent me. One of my favorite Russian Jewish care packages. I've got 1 teeny tiny avocado from Trader Joe's. And then to honor my ancestry, I have a little bit of matzah, Shabbat Shalom. And then on the side, I made a little oat milk latte espresso. I like using my Nespresso machine with like the Aerochino thing to foam up oat milk. And I add a little dash of pumpkin spice seasoning just to, you know, be a little bit bougie. And it tastes really good. Now generally I only drink like 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but if I want like a little pick-me-up or if I'm feeling adventurous, I'll also have a latte in the afternoon. But yeah, this is pretty much my lunch. And by the way, I don't ever and I have never counted calories. Basically, when I'm in like a cutting phase and I'm trying to track my weight loss, I will plot my weight on an Excel spreadsheet and weigh myself every morning. And basically I'll take the average of my 7 weights that I weighed in for a week, and I'll see if there's a downward trend. And basically I'll adjust my consumption of foods based off of that, because I have an approximate idea the caloric density of the different foods that I'm eating. Like I know if I'm eating like 3,000 calories in one day versus like 2,000, because I kind of keep like a mental tally of how many calories I've eaten throughout the day. But I don't use any trackers. I think it's just too cumbersome. And I don't want to be like sitting there measuring out individual pieces of chicken or broccoli. I think that's just kind of pointless. As long as you see that the weight is going down on the scale, then you know you're in a caloric deficit. It's as easy as that. So now I'm just going to enjoy my lunch, and then I'll see you guys for dinner. Or actually, I usually have a mid-afternoon snack. So I'll see you during snack time.
With people in real life. I learned how to make websites when I was 12, 13, and then I sent an email to like my 8 email contacts and told all of my friends that I was going to be designing websites.
All right then, so it's about 4 p.m. and this is generally when I have a snack if I do get hungry, because I mainly eat 2 large meals throughout the day. So I have a cheese stick and some nuts, and I'll just munch on this, and then usually I have dinner about 7 p.m. So I have my delicious dinner prepared, and I prepared this about a couple days ago when I do my meal prep. It's very convenient to do meal prep on Sundays or Mondays, because then you have meals ready for the whole week and you don't have to worry about scavenging for like fast foods or eating chips, because you have a nice healthy meal ready to go and prepared. And this meal basically consists of something called white rice, which I've been eating recently. It's kind of like a healthy alternative to rice. There is some rice in it, but it's also blended with a little bit of veggies, and it has a little bit lower carbohydrates and a higher protein value, which I'm all for. And then I've got some broccoli, some chives, and then some ground turkey, which I sizzled up with some veggies a few days ago. And then I've got my eggplant spread that I've been eating over the course of the week. And I also put a little bit of gochujang sauce on top because it gives it a nice little taste, and I just love gochujang sauce. It's kind of like I'm eating one of those like bibimbap bowls, but my own version. And then I've also got 2 apricots on the side. I like to eat fruit with every meal because I just love fruits, and it's kind of like my main source of sugar because I love sweets a lot. I have a huge sweet tooth, but obviously you don't want to be like consuming cakes and donuts and chocolates while you're trying to be healthy. So I substitute all of that with fruit. And once you've been eating fruit for a while, they actually taste like super sweet, and it's kind of like a dessert in and of itself. And then I always have a glass of water with my meals too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you might think that my calories for today are a little bit less, and that is true. Sometimes I eat a lot more than this, but right now I am trying to lose a little bit of weight. So I'm kind of monitoring my weight throughout the week, and I'm cutting my portion sizes down a little bit as I'm seeing my weight loss progression continue. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, if you have any questions about my diet or intermittent fasting in general, I'm thinking of making a follow-up video to my previous intermittent fasting video, explaining more of the science and my rationale behind intermittent fasting, and a few interesting studies that I found that support the benefits of intermittent fasting, in case you were interested in a video like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Right now I'm just gonna watch the last episode of Haikyuu of season 4 called To the Top. If you don't know what Haikyuu is, it's like this hype freaking volleyball anime. I've gotten super into it and I really want to play volleyball after watching it. It's super cool. Definitely recommend Haikyuu if you haven't watched that anime yet. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, what I eat in an intermittent fasting day. Stay strong, stay healthy, and as always, Dattebayo.